Hello everyone, this is Bruce from Jingle Mining. It's been a while since last video and we were looking for some great content for you. Luckily but unlucky, we have been found this Jasminer X4Q has the overheat problem. We have found out this model has disassembled before and applied the thermal paste incorrectly. And recent few months when we are doing some test research, this model is always overheat in 20 to 30 minutes after hashing. So I would like to teach you how to change the thermal paste step by step to all our followers and customers. So before we start, we need to prepare some tools. And of course, to change the thermal paste, you will need the thermal paste, right? Maybe this is not enough and you need to prepare more. And I prepare a great tool. This is a thermal paste cleaner, because if you need to change the thermal paste, it may be dry inside and the conductivity of the heat transfer may be loosened. So you will need a cleaner to resolve it. And maybe a plate or spoon or something, or even your finger to apply the thermal paste correctly. To start it, of course, you need to unscrew all the screws of the top case, and I have done it. Just a very simple process. And then you need to detach all the plugs right here. Okay, let's start from the unplug. This is a 6-pin PCIe power supply. It's for the hashboard power supply. And this white one with white and blue color, this is a communication bus between the hashboard and the control board right here. Detach it. And the other set of the other hashboard. Detach everything. That's it. And then you use a screwdriver to unscrew the case, the silver case. When you move around this case, please make sure, please be careful, because this plate is quite sharp. And keep unscrewing, because you can see this side, there will be two lines of screws to fix two sides, two layers of hashboard. You need to unscrew both sides, okay? Case is off. And so these are two stacks of the hashboard, and you should see some other screws to stick, the other side. And now all the screw has disassembled, and we just lift this hashboard gently, okay? Gently. Is this gentle enough? Let's start from this one, okay? Invite our... Is this dried already? Not that dry. This one is pretty nice, the thermal paste cleaner. You hear that? Okay, I'm going to use this one. And when you apply the board on it, rotate it a little bit and make sure the thermal paste will move around and attach everywhere correctly. And here is a tip, very important, because when you would like to screw this hashboard to the radiator with the electric screw, you have to control the force, because circuits inside may be dangerous, may be sensitive and fragile. And personally, I would like to screw this half in half, and others will by manual until it's tight. This is a pretty important tip. And when you screw it, you screw from the cross in this way to make sure the board is applied on it gently. Otherwise, if you screw from this side first, and the board will a little tilt to the hashboard. It's not very helpful for the thermal paste applied. And now I have assembled everything, and I'm pretty sure the thermal paste is applied correctly with a decent amount, and not too much. And now I'm going to install the hash rate to this case. And the purpose of this case is not simply just firm these two plates together. It's also to regular the air tunnel is going only this way, one way in, one way out, and therefore there will be only two fans required, and it's going to be sucked from this way to the other way. There will be no other redundant air going through. So this is one of the most important purpose of this one. And of course, you just line up, okay, and slide in. You should see here is a support, let's say it's rail or something. Just make sure the hashboard is stacked on it, okay, and slide in. That's it. Okay, so here is a tip for you, because when you slide this hashboard inside of this case, because you see this case is only just a flappy case with no support at the bottom, so this two side is pretty easy to bend it, and that will make the hashboard not support very well, and you are not able to line up this screw hole. So when you slide one board on it, and you can use some screw right here and mount them one or two at the both sides to make sure that board will not move around and help you to continue your work. So now this is the last step to assemble this one. No, the last two steps. You need to place this into the case and make sure all these cables are connected, and close the top cover. That's end of the game. And one thing, you just make sure you are installed in the right way, because the fans is here. You don't need to uninstall them when you are changing the thermal paste. You can leave the fans here because it can help you to source where you should place it. And here is at this side, okay? And of course with the cable. So here on the top is here is a clip, okay? Make sure the clip is on the top, and then the communication bus. By the way, if you missed our last video of the problem solving of this X4Q content, if you meet any failure that miner is working and you can go to the background, but the indicator light and the indicator light is also okay, but you go to the log, and the status is 0 hash rate. The pool is connected, everything is okay. But if you go to the log, you should see the hash board is not detected. This is usually because this bus is too wide and with too many pins. So any of the communication is failed, you will lose the communication of the hash board. So you can open the case and disassemble this plug, or at the control board side to replug it or move to another port. You should see 3 ports here, and you can move the one to the other, and you should let the control board to detect the hash board. Okay, and then is the top cover and screw. That's it. That is it. So this is today's content of the thermal paste changing. And of course, if you are our first batch of customer of Jasminer X4Q, thank you all the way you supporting us. And we all know what we've been through. We have made the peak of the ETH, which I still remember, the $4,800. That market was totally crazy, and our Jasminer sales volume is quite nice. And after that 4,800, it's keep going down. And Jasminer product is also evolving with the Jasminer X4Q we're expecting. And this one has achieved twice of the computing power and avoid the annoying problem that all the customer hate, which is the noise. And this problem has perfectly solved, but this model has released too late, and it has missed the bulk market. So anyway, if you are the Jasminer X4Q, the 520 megahash model, or the X4Q X4C1U model, the 450 megahash model, maybe your miner can change the thermal paste and by following my tutorial today. The Jasminer X4Q is just only about 1 year old. It should be okay right now. This is basically it. Once again, thank you all to the support towards Jingle Mining on our YouTube channel. So sum up, if you think this tutorial is educational, maybe, and leave a comment if you think I'm too talkative, okay? And this is it. Once again, sum up, subscribe, and everything. Bye. This is Bruce from Jingle Mining.